We first arrived in Community in July of 1979. The first impression was it was a country school that I really looked forward to working in. I had a friend of mine here that was teaching agriculture here at the time, and he asked us to come and work with him, and I was really looking forward to it because of the students that were here or that I heard about, and the administration. So it was a really exciting time. I mean, we were looking forward to coming here and working here. Matter of fact, I told Barbara that we were talking about that today. I don't actually remember interviewing for the job. I think that Mr. Edge was superintendent at the time, and I honestly think that he just mailed us a contract, and that was it. Barbara thinks otherwise, but I think that's what happened. I think he just mailed us a contract, and things were so much simpler then.
Being back home was a big draw because we had grown up in this area, so being back close to home. Also, Mr. Bettis was the ag teacher here. His wife and I were friends. So being able to come back and me teach with Judy and John work with Sam really was, that was a good draw. And as John said, just being back in the country, it was nice.
I didn't know. I never realized. I mean, over the years we've worked with so many outstanding teachers and so many outstanding school administrators. It's hard to imagine us being in the position that we're in to be honored enough to have a school named after us. You know, that's just still, even though it's we've known about it for a while now, it's beyond your level of comprehension sometimes when you think about it. But as far as you realizing what an impact you've made on people, I tell young teachers all the time that, you know, as you work and over the years you get frustrated sometimes with what you're doing, and you get to the point that hey, I'm done with this. I want to quit. I'm not going to do this anymore. That you may not realize until 10 or 15 years after you quit teaching what an impact you had on someone's lives. I have students come back 2 or 3 or 4 times or more times a year to me and say, I really appreciate what you did. So you don't realize it till after you've been retired for a while, probably.
Probably whenever I left and went to another district for a few years and then came back. And when I came back, I had parents wanting their children in my classroom because I had taught them. And in their mind, that was going to be the best thing for their child, although maybe it wasn't. But I think that's what made a difference to me, to realize that I had touched them enough. They actually trusted me with their most precious thing that they had in the world. The reaction was, no way, this is a joke. Because we've talked many times, how do you get an honor like this when you were doing what you wanted to do every day? It wasn't that you dreaded it. You didn't get up every morning. You didn't count the days until summer vacation. You just did what you loved doing. And it's like, how do you honor somebody when they're simply doing what they're supposed to do anyway?
Our initial reaction was, are you kidding? This is a joke, you know? Because Jana, our daughter, is on the board, and she called and told us about what had happened. I didn't answer the phone. Barbara answered the phone, and I heard her say, no, you're kidding. It's not real. And but that was our initial response. It just, you know, you just didn't couldn't imagine that being the case, you know. So, but Jenna was the one called. That's hard to say, actually. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people, obviously, that maybe I haven't seen in a while. I'm looking forward to being able to maybe just a moment to get up there and express to people what this means to us and what an honor it is to us and how important it is to us that people of this community thought that much of us.
Simply being able to tour the building and watch my friends and my family's faces as they tour the building. Just the pride, just the pride.
How often do you imagine you'll be going back
Oh.
to that school, talking to those kids, talking to those teachers?
Until the principal tells me I can't come anymore. I have already talked with her and told her I would love to come, read stories, work with the children, be in the cafeteria during lunch, to just walk around and talk with kids. And oh yes, I would love to be a fixture.